Hello, friends. How you guys
I,
doing?
Hey.
We're gonna be going over the season finale, or sorry, the final season of Insecure. That's gonna be the first episode, season opener. They probably got names for these episodes. I don't know it, so it don't matter. But
let-
this one kicks off with them. I think it's their 10-year college anniversary. Apparently, all went to Stanford. I guess that's where they all met. And things are still weird. So Issa and Molly, I think the season ended with them talking at that little restaurant they used to go to. So things are, I guess, are still weird. Issa got invited to speak at the college because her little block company that she started, which I still don't understand. Like, I knew she threw a party for, community outreach or whatever, but I don't know how it's going to continue for a nonprofit. I guess she's going to keep having block parties around different hoods or something, maybe.
the the way I kind of took it was she was trying to create like a networking faction. So yeah, kind of like continuing to do event stuff, I guess, and network certain events. You know what I'm saying? Just grow it into that.
So an event planner for community outreach and networking,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
And she couldn't remember where her acronym for her company was. She kept forgetting. She was like, Black Leadership Confidence Community. She was like, I need to write this down.
Yeah.
She said, I keep changing it. I was like, this is professional as hell. How you gonna get the LLC and not have it written down when you go through? I just need to be block 2C.
Yeah, like you said, I think things still are weird. Like I was trying to remember what happened on it. So, I was still trying to remember some stuff, but I knew they had the falling out. So I was kind of surprised to see they were even on speaking terms, like in this first episode.
Yeah, see, I almost forgot too, but I do remember, like I said, the very last episode, like they both end up at that little restaurant when they avoided each other, like I guess 2 episodes before that or something.
Right.
I think Molly saw her in there, or no, Issa saw, she pulled up. It was like, went back in her car and they saw each other.
Now
Yeah.
you make, yeah.
And
I
this
know.
one,
That makes sense.
because in the like that Sopranos, they just in the restaurant and then they don't phase the black.
Yeah.
So, and what's up with so none of us are Greek, but y'all hear all the mess about everybody's mad at the Tiffany character wearing the AKA stuff?
And weren't they talking about cues too? I'm trying to remember. Didn't they say some stuff about cues?
Nah, none. Most of the uproar is about the AKs, but one of the dudes, a couple of dudes had their colors on. I think I want to say he was a Kappa or something. I think the red is Kappa, right?
Yeah, Red's Cap.
Red's Kappa. So I saw a couple of dudes of it. None of the fraternities had a or they don't tweet enough to be no one cares about what men think. So but the AKAs is a big thing. But I was trying to remember, like, besides Stomp the Yard being the fake ones, I was like, I could have sworn I've seen Greek stuff on TV before.
Yeah, like, so they're upset again. Why?
Because they showed the shield, not just the AKA. Apparently, like, the shield is sacred or something. Basically,
okay.
they're saying, I heard somebody's like, you have to be, there's no fictional AKAs. You have to be a real AKA, or you have to get permission. Like it's pay your tithes or something. But I'm like, I don't know nothing about it, like, really speaking, but I'm like, I don't never hear the Crips or Bloods uproar about like, he ain't no real blood. Why he on TV? Like, I'm like, it's a
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
like
fictional character. I'm like, yeah, they got to tell the story. Don't y'all want y'all stuff getting more out there? Like,
and there's so many other movies, besides even movies, that you see all kinds of Greek depictions of different, good and well, all those people are not in those sororities or those, you know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense.
I think because they are like registered and licensed and whatnot, they probably do have to get permission to use their stuff.
Mhm.
So that's probably more of a business type of.
Yeah, that's
business.
what I was saying. Like they didn't pay their tithes, like they ain't
Yeah.
like kickback and nothing like that. But I don't know. I just thought that was weird. Like I didn't think they would get upset. Like if she was wearing it around set or something on her cutscene, it was like, dang, your character ain't no AK. She just walking around. I didn't like the colors. I was like, that's one thing. I understand that.
Yeah, they're kind of serious about that stuff, man. They don't play around with like if you knock one, you can't wear.
I understand that in real life because I know
Yeah.
like in college, like dudes getting jumped or stuff like playing like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna turn, I'm gonna go next year. It's like, but you ain't, so you can't wear stuff now. So you better get these hands.
Right. So that's why a lot of movies like what was that, Burning Sands or whatever, I think.
Yeah.
They use like fake fraternities and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to or they make up stuff. So they don't.
Yeah, see that thing. Well, I thought specifically for those, since they were getting more controversial, talking about the hazing and stuff like that. Of course, you didn't want the real one because they'd be like, "Oh, wow, we got to be the ones going through country. We don't beat kids." Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, even in movies with like white fraternities and whatnot, they'll do some of the same stuff. Like they'll make up fake.
Yeah, but some do. A lot of them do. Alpha, Kappa, Alpha, and all that other stuff. Like,
Yeah, they got so many, so you can't. Yeah, they got so many of them, so it's hard
like
to tell.
old school, I think use some real ones and stuff like that, but nobody said. But I was like, I don't think they care as much. I think Black Greeks are really serious, but I think we hold any type of organizations. We put gang mentality to a lot. What set you from, cut? You're like, wait,
right, man, you about to get us canceled off of
I know. But I don't know. I assume they probably got permission, but I didn't think it was because like that's my whole thing. I was like, I know this dude isn't a fireman, but he got like FDNY on it. I don't see them getting mad, man. But I'm not a part, so I don't know. If I went through 6 weeks or however long they went through getting cussed out or whatever, hazing or not, maybe.
they'll be all right.
Yeah, I was like, okay, all right, guys, you said your grievances. It's cool now, right? I was like,
All right, let it.
I'm like, if the Black Panthers can let it go, there's so many Black Panther movies. I was like, I don't know. I seen that Panther on the thing on the hat. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's their official shield. I ain't never seen them like, hey,
And they'll be all right. But then new character, I forgot her name, man. The one that was really turning up, like their old friend.
Oh, their friend from college. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that was rough.
She was a backup dancer with the dance with Sierra. They were like, why were you mad at? Hey, I have B though. You trying to remember like, did we used to hate him? Like, I don't know why did we fall out? He was like, oh yeah, they trash. That's why. I was expecting them to get robbed. I wasn't putting it together. I was like, man, she over dramatic for this. She's like, please.
Yeah,
Shay, I think her name was Shay or something. Was like,
yeah.
oh, Shay. She was like, how do you know your name?
I'm like, damn, they just got straight set up, man. It's like you can't trust nobody.
That was a big setup because she told me the liquor store and everything. I ain't think nothing about it.
Yeah.
A whole story. What doesn't make sense though is that, so I mean, they know her, so I mean technically they could go after her if they wanted to, but
they just found out where she is. Clearly she ain't registered at the thing. She snuck in the party. How you gonna sneak into your class reunion? It's your class reunion.
Right. I thought that thought, man. I'm like, huh. Like something ain't right about that, but whatever.
She's like, I ain't paying for that.
Man. And then but to backtrack a little bit back to Issa's TED talk.
Dude.
oh, that was rough. That was rough.
I understand she was unprepared, but the crowd was a little extra petty on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was hyping up those little generic ass quotes and stuff. It's like,
yeah.
you gotta love the youth. That's
Right.
You
That
know
much.
you.
Wasn't they though?
Oh, man. I was like,
Let's see.
man.
But I also got the name of the episode too. So it's reunited. Okay. Question mark, exclamation point.
Okay.
But
Which falls along the lines with them all kind of getting back together after, the fallouts and stuff like that. So
hey, and Kelly might be my low key, probably she's top 3 favorite character on the show though. Kelly is like the worst best friend. But how they go? Why does everybody think she's dead? They went in there. They had so many memorials. I'm mad that Issa did a whole quote, didn't even know it was for her to be in her obituary. They're like, she's tired. She's like, she always keep me laughing. Her obituary was so trash.
The
stanky leg.
Right, she had the best stanky leg. It's on your obituary.
Oh.
I'm starting to think that Issa's the worst friend to have.
She's not that great. I don't know if it was last season or the season before when I noticed that she wasn't that great of a friend either.
Yeah.
Just her interactions or, how she flips everything to herself and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Issa's not that great. Molly is toxic, but
yeah. Molly's not that great
either. But I think that's really only between her and Issa. The other friends keep her at a certain distance to where it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're so dependent on each other.
Right.
That's what that toxic comes from. Because I was like, Molly don't do this with nobody else. I was like, it's just whatever y'all is where.
Right. So you're saying they're codependent?
Yeah. And I think it's because she know Issa needs her. And she can't, I guess she can be terrible with it because like, you gonna come back. You broke.
Right. I think it's also one of those where Issa makes her feel better because she's doing as well. So it makes Molly feel better.
And she's always hits her with stuff like, I'm terrible here, but at least I'm not you. Like,
right.
Because she'll say some slick stuff like, I'm like, man, what's up?
Yeah, man. It's like, is that friendship really worth having if it's that
toxic? Yeah.
Yeah, or like keeping somebody that close to you when you know that y'all always falling out, or like when y'all do fall out, it's really deep.
Right. Right.
And I thought it was over last season because they went through all that. And I'll give it to Issa. Like she was that's probably the first season I was like, man, she's on her come up. Like she's actually doing stuff like positive and stuff like making like working on herself and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
She tried to give Molly a little bit, and that's the thing. She can't. Molly has her such a low regard, even if she's speaking like some facts and positive stuff. Like, hey man, I think at what's the Asian dude's name? Anthony or something.
Yeah.
She was like, hey, I think you're just being hard on him. He's trying to help. She was like, whatever, Issa, you trash. And I was like,
wait a minute.
How you gonna pay your rent this week, Issa? I was like, dang.
That's not even a subject. Hold on a second.
So Kelly got in the fields a little bit too, man.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, you the funniest one in the group, right?
Yeah.
But she was trying to have a serious moment when nobody taking her serious.
Yeah. But I mean, when she's trying to give Molly advice, though, her advice, sometimes what she's saying makes sense. So, okay, thank you. So she starts off doing pretty good, and then somehow I'm like, okay, I'm with her, and then I don't know where we went. I don't know.
Well, see, that's on Molly too, because Molly knows how she is, so why ask her?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I just remembered like when they was in the car, and that's when Kelly had that breakdown. She was trying to be serious. She's like, "I'm serious, y'all." She's like, "It's not just a joke." And then the girl who ended up robbing him, she was like, "Bitch, you know what it is." I Oh, you just totally disregarded. They was trying to get serious.
But I mean, that's on some real life stuff too, man. Because I can see.
And nobody care about you being serious.
Yeah.
And it just made it so much dirty. I was like, man, she could have had a moment with her friends. You go rob her anyway. She ain't got time for this sad stuff. I'm about to rob you.
Yeah.
He refused to take Issa's shoes. He's like, nah, girl, you keep up.
Exactly.
But I can't even lie, man. There was a when I was in college, was after I graduated, but there was a dude on campus, man. I forgot what his name was, but he was a wild cat, right?
Yeah.
And this dude put on a damn ski mask and robbed some other students or whatever at night. They already knew who he was.
It's a small campus.
It's like, his name, man. I'm gonna just say Trez. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the name, but for the purposes of the story, I'm like, Trez, is that you?
Exactly.
And just took off his mask, so took their shit. But
I might as well just go ahead and take this off. I can't see very well in it anyway.
Look, it's like anybody, unless you go to a HBCU or something like that, every Black population in college is already small. You realize that when you go to a major university, you're like, dang, all the Black people pretty much know of each other or each other. You're just like a couple degrees away. So if you go to an already small college and you anybody of color, they be like, man, you either him or him. It's like you go rob people.
Well, see, this dude was distinctive, man, in this act because he was from Atlanta too. So
that's right. And there's nowhere to go.
Right. Everybody knew who he was. And you just hear this dude coming a mile away, you know what I'm saying? And just by the way he walked.
Right.
Mannerism stuff. It's like you knew who that was.
Like, Shouty, come on off that Shouty. You're like, Trez?
Yeah. Like, why do you do that, man? It's like
he's just gonna be sitting in the door with his door open, talking about came up. It's like, bro.
And you know, like where I went is like a private spot too. The spot is like 1,500. And
I was like in the middle of nowhere. It's like you got to drive really to go somewhere. It's like so ain't no real escaping nowhere. You go on campus.
It's like, yo, you gonna rob some people on campus? Why didn't you just do that in the town, bro? When nobody, unless you just armed or something, you know what I'm saying? So, like, come on, fam.
It's like, no, we got class together. No, it's only like 5 classes for our grade. So,
right. I'm like, come on, that's the only incident I've known of anybody getting robbed on campus.
Got robbed and go to the work study. It's like, no, we get paid the same, bro.
Yeah, went to the late night cafeteria and shit, the cafe.
Got some
shit with job.
People just standing at the stair guard pointing at him. He's young, he did
it. Right.
Trying to steal my meal plan.
Right. He got kicked out after that.
Of course. Hey, he's been the greatest story of all time. He's like, yeah, he graduated. I don't understand. You're like, what?
And thinking about it was dude had scored a perfect like ACT or something like that. Just how he got in. Like he was smart. Book smart.
All right.
Too much.
Everything else is like, oh, it's like, damn, y'all didn't do a character profile on this cat before you let him
in. Filled out his okay. So where you from? Zone 6 out here.
Research was trash. But anyway, back to Insecure. That thing just reminded me of that, man, when she robbed them, when she robbed her friends and shit.
Dang, took Molly's shoes.
Exactly.
You know how extra petty it is. Ain't like they George, you don't take my shoes.
Like, what did she take from Issa? Just the money?
Yeah, she just dumped out a purse. Yeah.
Yeah, what nothing else.
Always Yeah, took Molly's watch and her shoes and her purse.
Yeah, Molly she got all the good stuff. But ain't nobody got cash like that, so you just taking the car, they're gonna cancel and stuff.
But then they laughed. I'm surprised they didn't check their car, didn't jack the car.
I mean, had a car. I don't know what that car was. Was that like a rental car anyway?
Oh, maybe that's.
Oh well, I don't know. But still, it was Tiffany and Kelly in there. I mean, if you're gonna rob the whole crew, I guess. But I guess the whole point was to act like they got robbed when they were out.
Right.
So now they're.
Yeah, she probably would have went back in the car like, oh, we got robbed. Let's just go home, guys. This like, drop me off over here though.
Right.
Ain't that the same car? That's my friend.
So it's like they trauma bonded in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is either going to be good or it's just going to add more fuel to the fire.
Right.
Yeah, that's usually like a quick euphoria, like.
Right.
All right, cool. Then it's like, oh, you still you though. Now that that's over with.
I feel like the problem too that because Issa's working on herself and doing better, that not going to ever work out at this point anymore because Molly puts her in that lower position. So the better Issa does for herself, I feel like it's going to fuck up their relationship.
But she's sticking with her therapy now because she quit on like 2 of them past seasons, right? Anytime they tell us that defeats the purpose of therapy. You know what you should do? Tell me what to do. I'm out.
You're wrong. Oh, I'm out.
No. And then I'm kind of wondering if Molly's just tired of Issa's bad decisions.
That too.
That was at one point, like I said, last week when she started, when they really had that blowout.
Yeah, which I can understand. I've had friends like that where you get tired, like them just doing the same shit over and over again.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny because they both got Issa's, like I said, it's just different. Issa's is more about life, her life decision, and Molly's just really problem is those relationships.
Right.
And then it kind of got to the career thing, but
I think it's mainly her relationships and she's just her attitude and her demeanor. I think that really just kind of gets in her own way.
Yeah. And apparently, I don't know if I saw that preview they have for the next episode, or maybe, they could be skipping a couple, but it's talking about her parents. Like, she's still mad about her finding out her dad cheated on her mom way back in the past.
To Molly.
Yeah. And she was like trying to get them to talk about her, see somebody. I was like, apparently they already got over it. They're still together.
Right.
He was like, this is back before y'all was kids. So it's like, you're mad about something that I got over with.
Which, I mean, I understand like that aspect because I've had certain stuff like that in my family. So I understand that aspect, but she needs to maybe then do some type of therapy with her parents or talk to them individually to get over her issue with it. Because if they're okay with it and they're fine, then it's her own issue.
I think that's what she was trying to do, like get them to talk about it. But like, it's like, we worked through it. We don't need you bringing it back up. I'll get off the couch. You go get it.
And then I wonder if that's Molly kind of like deflecting too.
Mm-hmm.
It could be some of both. Like that issue might have affected her personality and her upbringing and the way she views certain things now.
Yeah.
But she's also using that as a bit of a crutch.
Because she held her parents like this is the ideal relationship. And I guess that's what she was saying. She was holding dudes too. And now she found like, oh, I've been wasting time. It's your fault why I can't get dudes because y'all ain't even the special thing I thought was special. So I could have had these trash dudes and been happy.
Right. Instead of like figuring out what she on the inside to, foster a successful relationship.
Right.
Sounds so much easier said than, it's so much easier said than done.
Right.
She oversimplifies it, but it's really deflecting.
Right.
Yeah. But why is your boy trying to sneak back? I saw him on the previous too, the barbershop dude.
Oh yeah. Hold on, what's his name?
Nathan, yeah, dude who had bipolar. He's bipolar.
Oh, okay. I
Dude,
remember.
she let hit on the merry-go-round, or what's that, Ferris wheel? At the fiance at the coach. Then you dipped up. First of all, it's what made me mad about Issa's decisions, though. I'm like, you meet this dude driving an Uber, and he fights some random dude on the car.
That's
He dips on you, yeah, and runs away. And then you meet him again. You want to go on the city tour with this guy? Yeah, let's get some tacos. Like, you already know he's violent. First of all, she's like, forget all red flags. He's ready to fight on the dime. He don't even know you. He's like, yeah, I'll fight for you. And then dipped on you. Hey man, I needed you to require if I can get this insurance. Nah, I can't talk to the cops. Something else going on there.
right. But again, like another red flag that she ignored, or a series of red flags that she ignored, and then still being stuck on Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, stuff like that's exhausting. Or then even her business relationship, when she was setting up that block party, the business relationship with Molly's friend,
Right.
and how they got super tight, super quick. And then Issa kind of blew that up too.
Right.
I think Molly
Sabotage.
Huh?
Self-sabotage. She just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not talking to her. You can't talk to her. It's like, it's still your friend. I was like, y'all get into it. It was like, so you really don't want me to help? It's like, you're going to ruin this business she's trying to do just because you're not speaking right now.
Right.
I was like, it's big pity, Molly. They gonna get you, but yeah, she self-started all her relationships. Because I was like, he's probably the best candidate ever, but he treated a lot of Molly like she treated Easy. He's like, you're super negative, dude. He's like, every time we try to talk, you talk about how you're upset and stuff like that. You only do shit you want to do.
Yeah.
The one thing I asked you, like, I know. He's like, so yeah, let's stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Asian guy.
Yeah.
I liked him too. Like,
yeah.
He seemed like a good dude. Like,
he had a job. He paid for stuff. He came over all the time.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you want? Dang, greedy ass Williams. Bring up the call.
So now, in this episode, Lawrence picked her up from the airport, but I couldn't fully remember what happened last season between him and her.
They said they were going to try to work it out.
Or he was going to move for a job, I thought, or something like that. Did I just make that up?
Yeah, he just got the job out there, and they were going to work out, do the long distance thing.
Okay.
So he got the job in Seattle or something?
San Francisco, I think.
San Francisco. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, and then I guess at the end she decided she doesn't want to do that now.
At the end of the episode, yeah.
Somehow this trip triggered. I didn't know how all of that correlated, but
You're robbed, man. Your life flashed before your eyes. Like, I ain't got time to deal with no baby daddies. I could have died that day. Poor Lawrence. Look, he doing the extra. He's like, I'm pick her up, carry her back. You gonna done before we can get in the house? Dang. Can't know last time sex? Selfish.
Yeah.
What you gonna say, Micah?
It was at the end of that episode. I forgot. Damn, it feels like he just wasted his time.
Right.
It's like all that energy that, you know what I'm saying, put into it. Now you get back from this trip and it's like,
you know how much miles it is to get from San Francisco back to LA?
Yeah, that's a trip.
He wasting gas. He done probably called off work to have these long weekends and stuff like that. You could have told me while you was in Stanford. You could have gave me a call. Hey, don't pick me up from the airport.
Yeah.
It's a long ride back night.
Yeah, the airport is far. Getting back in the city. She's selfish, bro. Team Lawrence, so he didn't do nothing wrong.
You know, if I was Lawrence, I'd have been like block.
Right.
Having a block party, block her.
I'll like as soon as I let go of her bag, I'll pick up my phone. All right. Delete.
Like delete the text, block on Facebook, unfollow.
Unfollow her business page. Like block. About to
Give her-
block.
Mhm.
Wow, waste of time, man.
Right.
Like she left you at your lowest point, bro.
Yeah. It's like, man, I just found out this crazy chick gonna have a baby.
And then ruined his setup with ruined his involvement with that other chick
Yeah.
that was
Mhm.
for organizing that block party.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did, because he told her to leave him alone. He was like, he said, we're going out. I don't think y'all should be hanging out. But he was trying to be supportive. He was like, I mean, it's for her business. Try to, said it's weird for me, but just try to be a good guy, man. Can't have nothing.
You can't have nice things.
Right. And Issa was plotting that whole time.
She was.
Yeah, she was.
Because she don't know what she wants.
Right.
Mm.
Which, if you don't know what you want, you should probably stop screwing with people's feelings. That's the thing.
Right. Thank God, as soon as he had a little break, baby, now she
Right.
want to get attitude. I don't want
Right.
you no more.
Yeah. But let us see him with somebody else.
Mhm. Yep.
And then his team won't. Yeah.
Mhm.
She was like, I was supposed to be stepmom. I'm like, oh, here you go. Let her go ahead and get with the barbershop dude. Make sure he keeps up with his meds or whatever, because he got green eyes, so everything's okay.
Right. That washes over everything else.
Right. He's killing for it, but if the light hit it, it can be hazel or blue. Like, shut up.
Red flags where? Mhm.
Right.
Right.
All I see is green flags. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I guess her and Molly, I guess they're gonna end up being friends again. I can
I don't know.
see.
I don't know.
It's not because Molly looks like she's actually doing the therapy thing, and like she's reaching out to other friends. Like usually she's like waiting on Issa. Like Issa has to say something to me first. That's how it was last season. This time she's actually doing the reaching out part.
Yeah, but I mean, Molly, it could be one of those things where because of therapy and whatnot, that Molly's like, I gotta leave this friendship.
Right. She
Like,
about yeah.
yeah, creating boundaries.
Mm.
And that boundary is at arm's length and not the same, you know what I'm saying, not the same trauma bonding codependency that it currently is or was.
Right.
Mm. But they were twinsies that first day. Come on, only your bestie knows what's up with that. You ain't gotta know what they wearing.
It's like, I mean, even I think about friendships that I have now as an adult and how they morph and they change, you know what I mean? So just because they might be friends, but they might not be as tight as before, you know what I mean? Like your life changes, you have different things that are your priority, and sometimes friendships just change. So it could be something like that.
You know who I was surprised? I was thinking I was gonna see, since it was like their college reunion. I thought old boy was gonna be there. But they might not have went to the same college. The one Molly was having like that open relationship affair thing, the married guy that she grew up with.
Yeah.
I thought they went to college with the wife or whatever.
Right. I forgot about them.
Mm-hmm. It's Molly, she done a lot. It's hard to keep up.
Yes.
Molly done a lot of stuff, man.
I forgot about that. Yeah, she has done a lot. Yes, sir.
And it was weird. I still feel kind of weird about that situation because I was like, okay, they're in an open relationship. They're cool. He was like, he's open and honest, but it was super awkward at that dinner.
Yes, it's different. I feel like I understand the open relationship thing, whatever, that's what they're doing, but it's different if y'all run in the same circles. Like,
Yeah.
it would be different if it was an open relationship and you just saw that person like to hang out with their partner, and you know what I mean? Like that's just
Yeah, I knew Molly wasn't built for that, but
Yeah,
so I was like, you know, you're designated side chick, like
right.
official. You're okay with it, not you, like, but I'm trying to figure out. So I guess theirs is like, hey, I'm letting you know I'm out or whatever, but it's more of like, she don't want to hear the details type thing. And
Mhm.
that's going to be hard if it's supposed to be your best childhood friend. Where you at Molly's?
Right.
let it be somebody you don't know.
Right.
Exactly. Like
So
that
I got to
is-
see her at all the friend gatherings and stuff.
right.
If y'all friends and whatnot, it's more like a couple swap type deal.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not no.
It's mutually beneficial for the other partner too, but it's like you just out doing your thing. So every time he goes back home, sees his parents, like you're next door to her parents. It's like everything's gonna tie. It's like, oh, she over visiting her parents tonight. What's good? It's like, oh no. So that was just a complete mess. But I don't know, something about he seemed shady about how the conversation was. But he's bold enough to smash her in the bathroom during dinner. And then wonder why his wife's like, you just smashed her in the bathroom. It's like, I was like, this dude's the greatest.
All about honesty.
Yeah, he was like, I told you I had to use the bathroom. He's like, I was using it for sex.
Want to feel some type of way about it. It's like, come on now.
Right.
Like, you knew what you walked in that bathroom for, Molly. Like, now you're gonna feel bad about it or feel like
Right.
I was like, oh, your wife's still here. You saw it when they like thought she's gonna leave.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you took
You
an Uber. You gonna stick around?
Right. And then I couldn't remember what happened at the end of last season. The friend that, but she kind of like had postpartum, I guess, if you will, and she, you know, kind of went and did her.
yeah,
I
like
can't that wrapped up. Yeah, so she had her postpartum. I remember her going off, and I thought she got like a hotel, and
she ran away.
Right. And then, but then I couldn't remember how that resolved itself at the end. But then, like, we started this episode like everything was fine.
No, that was that was the finale. Okay, so she went through there. They found her, like
Right.
all of them did. And they had their big cry. We're here for you, blah blah blah. And the husband showed up, and they were like, they're gonna get through it. Then they dip, you know, and that's what ended up making her call them out, like, we found her, blah blah blah. Then they met at the restaurant. They have their little.
Oh, okay. So there wasn't like so I didn't miss anything or recall incorrectly. She's fine now, apparently.
Yeah.
So she's fine. They're fine. Okay. All right.
Yeah. They said they were gonna get through it, so they got through it. It's new season. Yay.
All right. Just to be clear. Okay.
We got it. It's not Tiffany's life is insecure. It's about Issa Rae.
Right.
With the
Sorry.
side character.
I'm hearing about the other pieces.
We didn't know Kelly had a job until like the season went to her work.
Very true.
Like, oh, you're an accountant? I never saw that for you.
Right.
I forgot. You said like a 4 something credit score or something, or 3 something.
Yeah.
Shit was so I'm like, don't we give you 5 or 4, 90 something just for being born? Ain't it like the SAT? You get it just to sign your name right? How many bankruptcies did you file for? But they're all crazy. Kelly, I mean, she's professionally functioning. Well, I don't know about that. When she went to that fundraiser dinner, she was hitting on the white men.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't picture her just at work in her work environment, like interacting with people at work. Like I just can't see.
Yeah, I don't see her turning out. I thought like she'd do some flip or something. I was like, I don't think she know how. I think it's just her.
I see her being in HR on a regular basis.
That's why I feel maybe she's more of an independent accountant where she can get away. It's like she's really good at her numbers. She's crazy, but
Works from home. She yeah. Mm-hmm.
She just rents out her little office space for her.
Yeah.
Mm. And is Tiffany just a housewife?
I think so.
I don't see her doing anything else.
Yeah, I think so.
She never talked about work, or she always talked about her dude, and she
Yeah.
didn't like him hanging out with his friends until she got pregnant. She would he be off with his friends.
Yeah. And what does he do? Because they seem pretty like well off.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember them early on when Lawrence ain't had no job and they was breaking up and they was all trying to talk about work. I know he's talking about he had a business with one of the other friends as a side thing. So apparently got multiple revenues. He light skinned, life works out.
It's like remember all those rom-coms that Morris Chestnut used to be in and whatnot, and the characters like the men are usually like businessmen and whatnot, but you don't know what type of
this guy, he wears a suit, so
yeah, they just wearing a suit, nice office, not doing work the whole day. I'm like,
right.
You don't know what none of the dudes in The Best Man did.
Yeah.
Right.
Except for Tay did, he was a writer. We only know what the one did because he was writing this book about.
Uh-huh.
It's like, okay, that's okay. I guess that's what work is like in the movie world.
Exactly.
Dang, what did he do in with the movie with Jamie Foxx?
That's what I'm saying. Like he just had this nice office in this corner. Like, are you in advertising or sales or then how?
And they always got a lot of free time. They go to work and not do nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just have their friends visit them at work. I'm like, it never. You can't just have people coming to the top floor and like, yeah, just chill in my office. Talk about sex with girls.
Yeah.
Like, up with her again tonight. So clearly you ain't gotta wake up early to get here.
Like casual clothes and whatnot, just street clothes. And you in this nice office with no meetings on your schedule.
Right. You got a whole shower in your office so you can change for the night.
It's like, you a lawyer or something? Like, what's going on, man? Like,
is this your building? You just say you really, I own the building and I just put myself an office in here so I can look at people on my tenants.
Yeah. It's like, yo, if you got that nice office, you work for it and you're probably still doing a lot of work for that. But you got no papers on your desk. You ain't got no meetings that you gotta be just hanging out with your friends.
Mm-hmm. Open schedule.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a couple of pictures, one phone
Unlimited.
to the side.
Mm-hmm.
The little file holder thing for in and out that's always empty. You like, clearly it's a clear day. You got your homies.
Like, this ain't real life, man. This is, like,
I got an office. Nobody comes visit me.
and they ain't got no bosses. They got no bosses. Like, who y'all answer to?
Right.
They could leave and go on some misadventure with your homie. Just having
in the middle of the workday.
Yeah.
Let's follow her.
Or Vivica Fox.
It's not even lunchtime.
And you don't even have to like clock out. You don't have to tell anybody.
Yep.
I mean, that's life. Like, I get that. That's real life.
Yeah, they on salary. I get that.
But yeah, hanging out with your friends, like just in the office building.
Don't sign in. Plus, they just walk in, don't say nothing to the secretary. Just like, hey man, what's going on? You're like, wait, what?
Right. And then what's the friend do? Like, what do the friends do? They always have the chip problem.
They have love troubles. That's their job, man.
That's their job.
You're the player. I can't find no girl. Let me come in your office. In my regular clothes. Everybody else is dressed up. Nobody say nothing about this regular clothes dude. Just come in your office all the time.
Right. Like, this ain't the 2000s yet. Like, casual workplace wasn't or like casual clothes in the workplace wasn't a thing then.
Yeah, they work at Wall Street where you can just walk in.
Yeah.
with regular clothes. Yeah.
Yeah, the only one that Lawrence friends with, well, we know what Lawrence do. We know what his one homeboy do. He's in real estate. Yeah, he's always up on his job. He's the only one that's believe he's a real estate agent because he's always trying to sell somebody, hey, I know a place.
Right.
Super realistic. Yeah, we don't know what Tiffany's dude does.
Y'all know what Issa does.
She's a event planner, basically.
Right. But then she also manages the apartments.
You know what
Yeah.
more of the dudes do than the no, it's a lie, because we know Molly's a lawyer. We just found out Kelly's an accountant. Somehow the bipolar green eyes dude from out of town got a whole barbershop business. It's that easy enough. It's just a man, I want to cut her. Give me a building.
Yes.
With the
Because-
client out of town.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Got a clientele from
Yeah.
Houston.
I was away for 2 months, but I got enough credit to get this whole space.
Right. And they have to come in. So he cutting a lot of kids' heads.
Like, they gonna be charging them kids like $100 a head or something like that. Oh, you want a part? That's another 50. I don't know. Ain't no way that's sustainable. What else? Yeah, I don't know. Tiffany's a housewife, I guess.
Yeah. I could see her being a housewife. She just, I don't know.
So this is the final season. Who y'all want to see come back before it ends, though?
What happened to old boy that was he a rapper?
Oh, the producer. You talking about the
Yeah,
dude she cheated on Lawrence with?
Yeah. He
Dave,
keeps
or Daniel.
Dan.
I guess he got tired of Issa's
Shit.
yeah, got tired of her playing with his heart.
Mm-hmm.
Because it turned out he was actually a decent dude too, though.
Yeah.
He was like, man, I've been trying to change your car. You weren't giving me no play. It was like, you find the back, so you're like, dang, you see, you ruined all these men's lives.
Like, well, I got what I wanted.
Right.
All right. Can't decide who you want to be with.
Let her stay for free for almost a whole season.
Mm-hmm.
She was trying to get him to mess with him. Dang. Yeah, she did a number. Yeah, she just dumped. Oh, wait. Is that one of the main reasons she broke up with him? That one time when she gave him head? She got mad.
I do remember.
Because it got in her eye.
I do remember. I do remember.
He was like, what's the problem? Look, he did give her a warning, though. That's what made it so I was so confused that episode. I was like, he told you what's up. She got me. Look, how mad do you gotta be not to go to the bathroom first, to call the Uber and just walk out? I was like, he was like, hold on, don't you? She's so petty.
Petty.
I was like, what else did you want to say?
Oh, that sucks.
I want to see that the blood dude come back.
That dude was fine. All right, going back to that apartment complex, I don't think anymore.
Yeah, he showed up to her.
Oh, at the block party, right?
Yeah, he showed up at the block party. So I hope he comes back one time. He's like, man, what y'all doing with that vouch? I was like, what? He said all C's from his vocabulary are dead. I want to see him. I want to see
What about the guy that she was messing around with?
the TSA dude.
Yeah.
He showed up with his real chick and stuff when it was at her
And he was working security at the front of the event or whatever.
Yeah. That was for the fundraiser, but did you see her at the black party with his chick or something? Or no, they were just out. Her and Lawrence were on that date.
Yeah.
Trying to
Yeah,
figure
yeah.
out. He goes, "Hey, what's
Yeah.
up?"
Yeah.
He was hilarious though.
Mm-hmm. I like this.
She don't mess with none of her old work buddies. That's how you know it's real work relationship. Just ain't talking y'all.
Oh yeah.
And we got y'all been gone.
Yeah, I got like a couple friends I keep in contact with from work, but for the most part,
Right. You see him hit you with the Facebook request, you're like, no, we're not there.
I'm not.
We don't share that life. We just hate the same people. That's why we're cool.
Right.
That's all I care about. I don't know. I think I feel like she's gonna change her job again. This Block thing where she was talking at the little gathering at the college thing.
Mhm.
I don't know how much longer Block is gonna go.
Yeah.
I think
But
she's
she
just gonna get some job somewhere.
flip floppy though with everything, with her job, with people, with you know what I mean. So
I mean, the constant besides Molly is her other friends, but I think I don't know why she's so drawn to the barbershop dude like that, but it seems like they're gonna be closer.
yeah.
But he's trying to get with her. He ain't really trying to be friends like that.
Right. No, he wants to be like with her.
Yeah, because he was still hating on Lawrence.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, your boy.
Thrown in
Oh, you gonna get back with him? Didn't he hurt you? It's like, hey, you hurt me. You just it's like, man, I got a medical balance.
Right.
I don't care.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's how I know he should be kind of talking crazy about Lawrence on the low. Because he was like, him, didn't he do something crazy? It's like, she cheated though.
Right.
Hear that story. That's how you know how girl, you get back with your girl, how she was talking crazy. Her friends like, back when you're like, wait, what did I do? Oh, her friends don't like you no more. Yeah, I used to go to Applebee's. It'd be a good time. Now they be like,
no, thank you.
Don't need to say hi to me no more. What's going on? We heard about it. What? Accountability.
You hurt her, you hurt me. That's the thing.
Is that a thing? She hurt herself. She ruined us.
Mm-hmm.
It's her fault.
You hurt both of us.
Well, if you had a job, then she wouldn't be out cheating. Like, wait, what? Get off that couch, and you gave her no choice. Like, Lawrence was big bump status, dog. I was like, dang.
He was though.
He was killed at unemployment. Hey, I remember the peak unemployment. Obama's unemployment right after Bush. Oh my God. I love that. I was like, go back to school for a semester. This is great. Obama's giving that grant. I was like, no kiss. I was only Lawrence for one semester though.
I'm gonna say like for this episode, I was a little disappointed just because I love the show and I felt like this first episode was like I expected more, but I guess they gotta get you back into it and kind of.
Yeah, they want to start it off at the birth of Lawrence's baby or nothing crazy. Like, dang. It's last episode on the first episode?
Owns it.
Yeah.
Right. I know you don't forget half the last season they needed to ease you back in. You were like, what? They friends? You're like, they weren't talking. Nah, I gotta eat you back into it. They're keeping everything 30 minutes. I think she said there's 2 episodes she snuck in that are gonna be longer. The last episode being one. She was like, we tried to make them longer, but HBO was like, nah, man, the contract say. And so we got commercials too.
Yeah. All right.
This last quarter. So they're pretty much 30 minutes. It's only 8 episodes.
Okay.
So this will be quick. But I don't know. I didn't think it was a bad first episode, even though Amber's disappointed because she wanted the Marvel Cinematic Universe episode.
I needed someone to die. I needed something dramatic.
They got
mean,
robbed.
Right. I mean, I was okay with it because, like, I'm trying to remember last season
Mhm.
where off, and then the prior seasons before then, how they got to a certain point and whatnot, and trying to reacclimate myself with the series again.
It's been like a year and a half, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they had to take a break.
Yeah.
So I feel like we probably could have snuck a couple extra episodes since we had COVID. Greedy ass.
Right.
Yeah, but I hope everything works out for Lawrence and finds out the kid ain't his, and then he's about to be, he's making 6 figures up in San Francisco, so I just hope.
Yeah, but that's it. The money, man. That shit. You're gonna go through that.
You're gonna get with a Rihanna or something, and then you're gonna throw it in the face, and Risa gotta see it on her magazines and stuff and get mad.
What I say, and then she's gonna want him back, and then he's gonna come back to her, and then
You're gonna dump Rihanna.
Go back to her, and then she's gonna decide that she don't want him. So that's how it's gonna go.
Dang. It's
Yeah.
gonna be her and Molly walking off of the sunset.
Yeah. Arguing. Yeah. Mhm.
Can we so once Insecure ends, can we get on that P Valley?
Oh, P Valley 2 something now?
Yeah, in January.
Oh yes. Yes. I wouldn't mind doing just a quick just a whole 1 through whatever episode on the season 1. P Valley was wild. So have you ever watched P Valley?
Mm-mm.
Got time now. You got to January catch up. This is
Yeah.
hey.
I watch like what
It's on
platform?
HBO too. I believe.
No, it's on us.
Showtime.
Stars.
Oh, Stars.
Okay.
Stars got super ratchet content, man. Ever since 50 went over, they like, all right. I know what we about. Hey, P Valley is ratchet.
Let me see if I can find it.
Did you ever hear about it?
I've seen previews for it, but I've never heard about it.
Strip club
But I thought it was strip club.
in the middle of a small town.
Is it like males and females?
No, it's females, but it's ran by trans women.
Okay.
She's the madam. Well, but
Or because
he goes by Uncle what, right? What is the name?
Huh?
What name does he go by? Uncle.
Dang, I forgot, man. I'm gonna have to study up on it again.
It's funny. He's trans. He goes by Uncle something. It's hilarious, but his character is off the chain. It's a rapper, a fake plies in there. It's a whole bunch of twists. Little murder. Got me like murder. I hate everybody in there.
Now, the one knock that I will give P Valley is like it's set in Mississippi. Right. So like some of those accents.
Yeah.
Because like my whole family's, lives in Mississippi and whatnot. So I used to spend a lot of time down there. And
That's not what they sound like.
The main stripper
like
can kind of get
starting because like Mallory got an accent too, right? So you could tell like
like
listen to some of those actors, man.
Yeah. Mississippi don't sound like she's from Mississippi.
Right.
And that's what I'm like, how's in your name? But
then it's like because my parents, you know what I'm saying, from there too, but they don't really have an accent. It's just like certain things they say sometimes, like
Yeah, it comes out like certain
Yeah.
words.
um
People from Baltimore when they say you and stuff like that. You. Man, what?
yeah, like sometimes those accents aren't really deep, but you can still tell if somebody's from there or not. But some of the
Mhm.
actors on the Valley, it's like Mississippi or Mercedes. Like Mercedes is believable. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
she could be from somewhere else down south. Like it don't, I don't detect nothing. But yeah, Mississippi sounds like a little bit too country,
Yeah.
like Texas, as opposed to like deep south.
Right.
But I mean, that's nitpicking, man. That's just, you know what I'm saying? That's just me looking at it. But then some of the other actors, you can tell they from like LA or wherever. Like they're not from the region and didn't do no research.
And they grabbed him like, "Can you act?" And he was like, "I went to Juilliard." Like, it's good enough. Deep country. Sure can, boss. And you're like, what?
Yeah, it's like, you got the part.
Put a piece of straw in your mouth. Yeah, that's it. Like,
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's me nitpicking, but still a fan.
I forgot all about that. That's been a couple of years.
Yeah, January, supposed to be back on. Got the paint.
Like, I'm watching it for the story, not the nudity. Compelling. But all right, that was episode 1 of Insecure. We'll see how this next episode comes out. Does that come out tonight or?
Yeah, tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern.
See what this drama's about. It's probably just gonna be a whole episode. Lawrence going home, but heartbroken and stuff.
Wonder if he's gonna call up his baby mama.
Well, he got to keep in contact with her to make sure she's healthy with a baby. Dang, Amber. It's not about relationship. It's about the health of her life. No, you're going to watch Issa go straight to the dude with the green eyes. That's what we're going to see. Broke over Lawrence. She's already in the barbershop waiting for him to open. Like, dang, how'd you get here?
Yep.
Monkey barn. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out. We'll put up Micah's link of stuff up there with the yoga stuff. Still doing that, sir?
Yeah. Let's see. I might host another event maybe in December sometime before the new year. So maybe between like Thanksgiving and Christmas, like that gap. Where audio go, bro? I didn't hear what you said, man.
I said I still got all those links from the old time, so I'll just
okay, cool.
You ain't got nothing going on, Amber, right? Just a Tiffany life, basically a housewife.
First of all, no. I have a job. Thank you very much. I have to throw that out there like that.
Got no job.
There's no need. There's no need for all that.
It's like I know you for almost 10 seasons. You ain't got no job. Never came up.
I very much do. Thank you. Thank you
very much. Nothing to share on your social. What do you do? I make scarves.
Exactly. You know me for 10 seasons. You know nothing.
Nothing but the bad stuff, all the Molly stuff.
The worst friend.
Yeah, what did she do? I don't know. Go to her mama's house on the weekend. I don't know what she did.
Thank you. Thanks.
That's about it. But you had a work friend one time. I'm like, wait, what did they do? Just come over. That's her work. All right, y'all. Peace out. See y'all next week. See what this episode 2 is going to be.
All right.
Gang, gang. All that.
Gang.